2, 1.
7 things you probably didn't know you need to know. I'm Jamie East, and this is the Smart 7.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday the 18th of November, and it's Mickey Mouse Day. And a big happy birthday to Kim Wilde, Anne McPartlin, Stephen Moffat and Owen Wilson. Thursday saw Chancellor Jeremy Hunt take to the House of Commons floor to deliver the autumn statement, where he kicked things off with some cheery news from the Office for Budget Responsibility.
They confirm that our actions today help inflation to fall sharply from the middle of next year. They also judge that the UK, like other countries, is now in recession.
Onto the plans themselves, Jeremy announced an additional 2-year freeze on income tax and national insurance thresholds, an increased windfall tax on major oil and gas producers, and confirmed that state pension and benefits payments will increase in line with inflation. He also established what's happening with the energy price guarantee, which was introduced last month by former PM Liz Truss to help families cope with soaring energy costs.
From April, we'll continue the energy price guarantee for a further 12 months at a higher level of £3,000 per year for the average household.
But he wasn't done there. For the estimated 2 million workers who receive the national living wage, he's revealed it's set to rise from its current £9.50 per hour for over 23s.
So today, I'm accepting the recommendation of the Low Pay Commission to increase it next year by 9.7%, which represents an annual pay rise worth over £1,600.
The autumn statement was the talk of the town, but not everyone was impressed by the Chancellor's plans, which undid most of Liz and Kwasi's mini-budget and effectively raised taxes for most people in a bid to tame inflation. Shadow Chancellor Rachel Reeves says the Tories are forcing working people to foot the bill for their mistakes, and she criticised the self-proclaimed Scrooge for not cracking down on loopholes which allow the super rich to avoid billions in taxes.
But if you're a banker, a non-dom or a private equity manager, don't worry. Scrooge hasn't cancelled your Christmas.
And Liberal Democrat MP Sarah Olney wasn't happy either. She says the impact of the freeze on income tax thresholds and easing of council tax caps will be devastating for some families.
For an average family, this will mean thousands of pounds in increased taxes and bills. So my question to the Chancellor is simple. Who voted for this? Because it certainly wasn't the British people.
There was good news from Istanbul on Thursday, as it was confirmed that an agreement allowing grain exports from Ukraine to pass safely through the Black Sea has been extended by Russia and Ukraine for at least another 4 months. The deal has been vital in easing world food shortages and boosting Ukraine's wartime economy, and it had previously looked under threat when Russia temporarily suspended their participation last month. The extension was mediated by the United Nations and Turkey, and UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres seemed relieved as he confirmed talks had been successful.
Turkey, the Ukraine, Russia and the UN had come to an agreement for the rollover of the Black Sea Grain Initiative, allowing for the free exports of Ukrainian grains.
Meanwhile, Thursday saw another series of Russian missile strikes on energy facilities across Ukraine, the 6th attack on the country's energy infrastructure in the past month. But in an interview with Bloomberg, Ukrainian President Zelensky vowed the conflict in Ukraine will not end until his forces have recaptured the annexed Crimea.
Crimea is part of Ukraine. This is not just a state within a state. It's part of our country and part of our sovereignty. Therefore, indeed, the occupation of the Crimea and Donbass will bring the end to the war.
After a week of ballot counting, Thursday saw confirmation that the Republicans have taken control of the US House of Representatives in a narrow victory over the incumbent Democrats. With the Democrats retaining control of the Senate, a split Congress presents a challenge for President Joe Biden's administration, which will have to rely on some bipartisan support to advance legislation through the House. Republicans have already announced plans to start an investigation of what they call the Biden crime family. And after almost 2 decades in charge, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi confirms she'll be stepping down from her role as leader of the House Democrats when the new Congress begins.
And with great confidence in our caucus, I will not seek re-election to Democratic leadership in the next Congress. For me, the hour's come for a new generation to lead the Democratic caucus that I so deeply respect.
Still to come on the Smart 7, Prince William's in hot water and an Australian legend returns. Right after this. Welcome back. It's been marred with controversies for months already, but the World Cup of Awkwardness had a late entry on Thursday when William, Prince of Wales, confirmed his allegiance to the English football team while on a visit to Wales. Both countries have been drawn in Group B for the upcoming World Cup and will go head-to-head at the end of this month in hopes of progressing onto the competition's knockout rounds. It's all led to a lot of questions about where Will's loyalties lie, and he tried to play it cool when Senedd Speaker Ellen Jones asked him who he'll be supporting as he visited the Welsh Parliament.
I think I'm supporting both, definitely. I can't lose, but I've supported England since I've been quite small, so it doesn't. But I support Welsh rugby, and that's my kind of way of doing it. Is I happily support Wales, over England and Wales.
Tom Cruise sounds like an amazing friend, but also one who might accidentally lead you to your death, as his Top Gun co-star Glenn Powell's revealed. The actor made an appearance on Fallon earlier this week to promote his new film Devotion and spoke about how Tom once gifted him flying lessons for Christmas. Oh, that's nice. But things took a bit of a turn when he talked about that time Tom also invited him to come skydiving with him.
I found out that Tom's only request is that Glenn cannot go skydiving with another person. He has to go solo the first time. But the worst part is that I couldn't find my tab. But like my first thought was like, oh, Tom just killed me. He's gonna feel so bad.
Fans of scripted Australian suburban drama are in for a treat after it was confirmed on Thursday that Neighbours will be making a comeback next year, just 4 months after its final episode aired. The soap's been running since the 1980s, and while Channel 5 might have given it the axe earlier this year, the new season will be available to stream on Amazon Freevee. News of the comeback broke on social media on Thursday, and a few familiar faces made an appearance to announce the return.
Carl, Tony, have you heard the news?
What is?
We're coming back on Amazon Freevee.
Hey, we're coming back! We're coming back! We're coming back!
This has been The Smart 7. Wherever you're listening, do us a favour and hit the follow button. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Have a great day. Written, produced and published by Daft Doris.